I became close with the staff at the hotel, so I was able to get rooms in high school and throw some keg parties.
There you go.
To be completely transparent, I used to sell gym memberships on a Saturday all day and throw some hotel parties at night, charge $20 a head. And when I started making money, man, I was just like, damn, this is fun.
You were hooked.
I was hooked. I liked the hustle. And then fast forward to college, went to Suffolk for my first 2 years. I never finished college. And first 2 years I went to Suffolk, best education I ever got in my life.
And why is that?
And that's because I had no money, and I had to, my dad's business was struggling at that point, so he couldn't help me to stay in the city. So I was living in the city in Beacon Hill. My dad had bought a condo, a studio apartment, 21 Beacon Street, 250 square feet. I was living there with a roommate in 250 square feet.
While attending Suffolk at the time.
While attending Suffolk, was my best friend. We had 2 futons. We didn't do the bunk bed setup. 2 futons, 2 desks. And it was awesome. Going into year 2, my dad's business was struggling. He said, I have to move home. Mm-hmm. And I said, there's no fucking way I can move home. I love the city. So when I was living on Beacon Street while attending Suffolk, I started dabbling in the nightlife. I was meeting people, working the door, ended up working at Super Fitness in Government Center because I couldn't make the trek to Dedham to sell gym memberships anymore.
Okay.
So I was working at Super Fitness selling gym memberships, working the door at Clark's and Faneuil
So you were
Hall.
doing the gym during the day and the clubs at night?
Yep.
Because you were like, I got to stay here.
I got to stay here. I got to make some money. Living in the city's not cheap. And is that annoying?
Yeah, you want to shut that window real quick?
So basically, I was in the city and I started doing nightlife. I started sub-promoting after working the door, doing a guest list, working for some big promoters in the city, and ended up transitioning into starting my own promotions company. My brother and I ran the biggest nightlife promotions company in the city called BBP, Boston Brothers Promotions. We put West End Johnny's on the map, Society on High.
Yep.
Ran Royale nightclub on a Saturday, was booking the biggest names in the world, Tiesto, David Guetta, Chris Brown, and just hosting some big parties, meeting some really awesome people, some big names, celebrities, athletes, you name it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Made some money, bought real estate.
So at this time, you're making money in the nightlife. You're working the gym during the day.
No, I'm out of the gym.
School?
I'm out of the gym at this point. I had dropped out of school.
So you're all in on nightlife at this point?
I'm all in at nightlife at this point. My brother's a CPA, he's working at PwC, public accounting firm in the city, and we had a crazy idea to buy a place. So we bought a condo in the North End. We still own it today, 115 Salem Street, and started BBP, promoted. My brother ended up leaving the accounting firm, and promoting was fun, man. Like, we met a lot of people. Hospitality was huge, and just learning how to run a business in my, early 20s.
Yeah.
And this thing took off. Like, we were hosting big events, 1,000-person New Year's galas, where we had to invest $50,000 to $75,000. And then I had my first daughter, and she's 8 years old. And I basically, 9 years ago, I said that I came home one night, and my daughter's a couple months old, and I was like, can't do this anymore.
Can't do the nightlife
Can't
anymore.
come home at 2, 3 in the morning. Just
Right.
wasn't realistic, wasn't the life I wanted. So I stepped away from nightlife completely and got into real estate. Thought it was going to be easy to parlay my network into selling homes, but it was not as easy as I thought. Everyone thought I was the nightlife guy at that point. So even if I, reached out to some of these big financial advisors, sports agents, even high net worth individuals who would come out and pop bottles and drop $5,000 in a night,
Right.
they just knew me as the nightlife guy.
Right. So from the nightlife standpoint, how important was that time period in terms of building relationships and making money? What was more valuable to you at the time?
Both. I mean, I never looked at things as making money. I never looked at it as making money. It was just natural. Like for me, it was just.
It was like a byproduct of what you were doing.
The money just came, man. Like the money just came. The money was just an extra added benefit that obviously was nice, but like I was just always focused on the relationship, the longevity of it. I went out of my way to make everyone feel important. You know, I talk about this all the time. I knew what most people drank.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a photographic memory, but I'm pretty good at remembering things.
Yeah.
And I remember what people would drink, the tables they wanted. I just know how to make people feel important, man. It's crazy when you go out and the littlest thing, you like lift a rope and you say what's up to someone, even if you if you don't know them, like you make that guy feel like the biggest OG in the world.
Yep. I used to work at the clubs in LA. I loved that.
You push that rope back like, hey, what's up, man? Good seeing you again. And these people are just like, what?
Yeah.
This kid made my night. Like I
feel like $1 million too when you pull up
dude.
with the bouncer or whatever.
And I just had a way with people, and you know, once again, it wasn't easy. I had the network, I had the database. I was always good to people, never burnt bridges, cultivated relationships at a really high level. And eventually I was able to parlay it. But when I got started, it was tough. I went from making, you know, well over six figures to making $30,000 my first year selling real estate. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? Why'd I do this? And I had to start over. I mean, I couldn't really depend in the beginning on my actual network and the people that were in my phone. I had to go out there and meet people and build something from scratch.
And at this time, you're with your brother, right? You guys both jump. You guys both jump in full time and go, "Hey, we're going all in on real estate. Like we're burning the boats here."
He kind of stayed back a little bit, and you know, he then came in full time. But in the beginning, it was hard because you know, people just didn't trust me with their money. I mean, buying a home is the biggest investment people make in their life, and it's no joke. No matter what the price is. And I had to learn the industry. I had to become the most knowledgeable dude out there. And I had to earn the trust. And that just comes with experience. That comes with, you know, just getting reps. You need to get reps in.
And what does that look like to somebody who's 25 years old that is in a situation where they're ready to leave nightlife and get into selling homes? Like what advice do you give to that person that wants to sell homes that doesn't have the database or clientele to sell to yet? Like what advice would you give that person?
If anyone was in my position today, first off, before they got to my position, I was fortunate because I had money saved up. So I could take that risk and I could take that jump.
You had some time to figure it out.
I had money, man. I didn't depend on, you know, having to sell a house.
Right.
You know, I wasn't chasing the dollar. I wasn't chasing the deal. So anyone in my position, it would be like, are you able to live at home? If you can live at home, that's awesome. Because the biggest mistake people do is they jump into this industry and they don't learn the right way. They develop bad habits because they're literally chasing the dollar. They have commission breath. For me, I didn't have to do that. I just was able to learn and study and read and ask questions. And when I started, social media wasn't what it was today. Right. I mean, now there's just, you have AI, you can ask ChatGPT whatever the fuck you want. How do I sell a house? What do I do?
Right.
When I started, I was hitting the streets, man. I was giving out business cards every single day.
But you were hitting the pavement every day and chasing it every day.
I would give out anywhere from 50 to 100 business cards a day.
Got it.
Walking the streets. If I had to, I treated it like the business cards were a disease in my pocket eating me alive. If I didn't give them out by the end of the day, I was going to die. So I would toss the barista at Starbucks business cards if I had to.
Right.
I mean, you never know who's in there, so.
Yeah.
I'd go to all the door guys at the hotels, valet, bellman, concierge, and just give all my cards, introduce myself.
And at this time where you did you have the Sarkis name? Like, were you guys branded as a company?
I was George Sarkis. as an agent, started the team.
So you didn't go right to work for somebody else right away. You guys were like, we're starting up shop, right?
No, I was working for a brokerage. Technically, I'm still under an umbrella, Douglas Elliman, which is a big brokerage, a national brokerage. But before that, I was working for Otis and Ahern, which was a small boutique brokerage that Douglas Elliman acquired.
Okay.
So I happen to be able to stay within the Elliman brand because I was at Otis and Ahern, and Elliman only really hires luxury brokers who are transacting at a high level, which I wasn't, but I was lucky. I was grandfathered in being there. And then I got to learn from, some of the biggest agents in the world. I mean, I went to an event and I met agents doing, $1 billion a year.
Yeah.
The Josh Altmans of the world, the Frederick Eklunds of the world, some of the biggest real estate agents in the world.
And how important is hanging around and getting mentorship from people like that when you're in that early stage?
Next level.
And why is that?
Because they have the experience, man. Education is one thing, but experience trumps everything.
Right.
So having that experience and being able to learn. Now, everyone has a different style, a different formula. No one does things the same way, no matter what. So everything is different. I was able to pick bits and pieces of all these top producing agents, ask questions, understand what they're doing. I mean, shit, man, I look at some of them and I'm like, they're not doing it right. Even back then, I was like, I would do that a little differently. And I wasn't even, transacting or succeeding yet, but I was just able to be like, well, at least maybe they're doing it their way and they think it's the right way, but that's not how I would do it.
Right.
So just learning and being able to get advice and input from these other top brokers and just ask questions.
All right. So at that point, you and your brother are starting to get momentum.
Yep.
You're starting to sell some homes. Is that what? So are you guys starting with homes, apartments? Or are you selling whatever you could sell?
I was selling whatever I could sell. I mean, I was doing rentals. I did a $250,000 condo in Malden.
Right.
I was doing whatever I had to do and just meeting everyone. The thing is, you could be, man, people need to understand that you could be a mid-level or a beginner agent or, just getting started in sales. You meet that one person. Ed Milet's my guy. He always says one more.
Yeah.
And Ed, the power of one more. It's it's huge. You meet one more person. That person could change your whole trajectory. There's been people that I've sold a house to in the beginning of my career that simply said, man, I love your energy. I'm just going to work with you because you remind me of myself when I was young.
Yeah.
You remind me of myself. And he's like, I'm going to give you a shot. I'm like, all right, cool. And you meet that one person, you do a good job, you're locked in.
People like working with people they like.
That's it. That's literally the name of the game.
Yeah. I was just at dinner last night with my brother and these two guys, and we left dinner talking the same thing. It was we like these guys. We want to work with these guys. And it was we left dinner, we felt like we trusted the guys, and we had a Zoom meeting with them, and then we met for dinner about some potential opportunities or whatever. And it was we left that dinner and we're we like them. We enjoyed our conversation, and it's in order for somebody else to come in here and beat them out at what they just did at dinner is a tough thing to do. So I agree with that 100%. What was your first big deal that made you realize that you were on the right path?
My biggest deal that I did is actually that middle book over there, Woodland Manor, Paul Fireman, Brookline. That was the deal that really took us to the next level.
And why is that?
It was the biggest sale in Massachusetts at this point.
And at what age are you here? Is this at the beginning of the career?
2020. So, pretty much halfway through.
But that was when you guys knew.
Yeah, we got the call and it was priced, I think it was listed at $50 million at that time.
That's a nice house.
So we took over the listing, 14 acres in Brookline on the country club. And I was able to, go into a listing appointment. And Paul Fireman found a Reebok, one of the Robert Kraft back in like for us, it's Robert Kraft is like the guy.
Right.
But like when my dad was, here working and we were kids, Paul Fireman was the guy. And I went and pitched it, and I was scared shitless. And it was $50 million. We took over we took the listing. It was on and off the market for like 3-4 years. Started at 90, got to 50, and I went to pitch it. And Paul was one of those guys I was telling you. He loved my energy. Marketing guy, started from nothing, and I thought I had the listing, and he was like, "I'll get back to you." And I was like, "If I leave here, Paul, you're not going to hire me, man."
Okay.
And my highest sale at this point was $3 million. And I'm here pitching, pitching a $50 million listing. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing either. I'm just going with the flow. And he's like, no, we'll get back to you. I really like you. I was like, if you really like me, you got to sign me up right now, Paul. I was like, I'm going to leave here, and then everyone's going to tell you I'm too young, I'm not experienced, I don't have the big sales under my belt, and then it's over. I'm not going to get it. I go, so I'm not leaving, Paul. He goes, excuse me, kid, you got a lot of balls, he said. I was like, Paul, we're going to put pen to paper right now. He goes, wow. So he calls his attorney over. I'm there for like 2-3 hours at this point. We get it locked up. He signs us up. And I walk out. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to sell this? And it was a grind, but we got it done. We ended up subdividing it. So, the total sale was $41 million. Mm-hmm. We sold the house on 7 acres for 23. We sold the land to a developer for 18, netting him $41 million.
Bang. That's it.
And then we rode the momentum.
You rang the bell and kept it going.
It's momentum, bro.
How important is momentum?
So important. Like, we got momentum right now. I'm on a heater. Like, we've been getting offers this week. It's like a couple weeks before we've been dead in the water, and now momentum's kind of building because. And listen, when you pick up the phone and you make calls and you follow up with people and you're real and you have real conversations with your sellers, realistic conversations, shit happens. Things pop off.
Yeah, and people refer good people.
Yeah. So I mean, we're in a big referral business. I mean, for us, naturally, when you're a top producing real estate agent, you get referrals. But I tell my team, the referrals are going to come, but we're not going to sit back and wait. We need to go get more. We need to keep hunting.
Right.
We need to keep building that pipeline because a new pipeline with new clients plus the referrals you're getting, that's how you sell $500 million a year.
Right. So how important is consistency, one, and then second, like almost like having the confidence to show up to sell a $50 million house when you've never even sold. You know what I mean? You were selling $3 million homes, then you go to sell a $50 million home. How important is it to walk into that house with the confidence that like you do know what you're doing? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely know what you're saying. Confidence is like the biggest thing in any sales position, any business you're starting. You just have to have an I don't give a fuck mentality. Mm-hmm. You have nothing to lose. If I never had a $41 million listing. It's the same thing when you're at the bar at a young age trying to pick up a girl, bro. Yeah. I mean, I've overachieved. My wife is, beautiful, and I was never the best looking guy in the world, but I just consistency to continue to reach out, continue to, shoot your shot no matter what you're doing, whether you're trying to pick up a girl at the bar or you're trying to get a client to answer the phone. But for me, consistency is how you do one thing is how you do everything. Bottom line, you have to have realistic expectations. So for me, it's like I was talking to my team this week. It's like, what do you guys want to do that's measurable, that you can actually, like, what is your plan of action to get new business? Mm-hmm. Don't be unrealistic and be like, I'm going to make 50 calls a day when you've never made 5. So I asked everyone to give me 5 things they want to do a week consistently. So, someone on my team said they're going to reach out to 5 business alliances a week and set up 5 calls. They're going to call 10 expired listings. They're going to call 5 for sale by owners. If you do that consistently,
it's going to compound.
It's going to compound, but the first 3 weeks, bro, you might get nothing. Mm-hmm. But when you turn on the water to boil it on the stovetop, it doesn't boil right away. It takes time. So you have to wait. You have to be, There's a difference between being aggressive and aggressive patience.
Yeah.
Consistently doing something, being aggressive with it, and then being patient is a whole different thing than just sitting here and being patient, praying to the gods, my phone's going to ring.
Yeah.
That's just stupidity.
Right.
But aggressive patience, when you're consistently doing something, nonstop, compounding, like you said, man, a lot of small wins add up to a big ass win.
Yeah, definitely. My dad always told me, he's like, get on base.
Get on base.
Get on base every day.
That's the smartest thing you can tell you.
And the runs will start coming in.
100%.
If you get on base every day and you're consistent.
That's why in that movie Moneyball, Billy Boone, I think was his name.
Billy
Boone. He was all about on-base percentage. You just get on.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how you get on.
You got to get on base.
Right.
A lot of people are trying to hit home runs, man. A lot of people. Social media is a great thing for most people. It's a great avenue for you to get business and build a brand and showcase what you're doing. But social media confuses so many people.
And you can get lost on it.
You get lost, man. You look at a big celebrity real estate agent like a Ryan Serhant or a Josh Altman. Those guys put in the work. They're not really showing what they did. The biggest problem with me here is everyone sees George Sarkis today.
They didn't see
me 7-8 years ago giving out 100 business cards, bro, driving a RAV4.
Yeah. So I want to talk about persistence. And I heard on your podcast where you were sitting down with one of your team members. He was pretty persistent in joining your team. And I want you to...
He was a pest.
I want you to talk about...
Shout out Alex.
The importance of like pursuing things that you want to do in a professional way, but lets the owner know that like, hey, I want an opportunity. What gives you that the green light to say, hey, I'll give you a shot?
So you're talking about someone like for me to go.
Yeah, I'm saying like the kid who just graduated college or high school that wants to get into real estate, that wants to work with a guy like you. What advice do you give to somebody in those shoes that's trying to scrap together a game plan to go out there and find the right mentor and find the right boss to potentially work for?
Say you'll do whatever it takes. You don't care about the money. You'll show up early. Nothing's above you. Nothing's below you. You'll do whatever it takes. And a lot of people can say that.
Can they do it?
Can they do it? We live in a soft world. No. Man, there are not many killers out there anymore. It's tough to find people who want to put in the work. Everyone wants a reward tomorrow. They want to they want to get to the next level. They want to be on TV.
Yeah, they want to be popping right now.
They want to be popping right out the gate. Like, it doesn't work that way. People need to realize that it takes time. And once again, having aggressive patience is different. But Alex is a great example. I can just tell right away, man. Do you get it? Do you want it? Those are two questions. Do you get it? Do you want it?
Yeah, no, you're willing to.
A lot of people come in right away, specifically like there's a difference between hiring an agent who's an independent contractor who really eats what they kill, and then hiring, full-time staff, which we have both. But with the full-time staff, like I've always interviewed, and the one question right away, I'm just like, this ain't the right fit. Can we work from home?
Yeah, not after.
How many vacation days?
Yeah, those are the wrong questions.
Like when people ask those questions, I'm like, yeah, it's not going to really click with me.
What's more important to you when interviewing? Is it the resume or the person that you're talking to?
The person. I don't even look at the resume.
Yeah.
Fuck the resume. It means nothing. I tell people all the time when I'm going to pitch something, I bring a listing book. I throw my book through. A lot of the time in the pitch, I'll get my book and I'll throw it across the room. And I'll simply say, of course, what I'm going to show you is beautiful. Of course, you want to read everything. Everything I show you in there is going to be sunshine and rainbows, accolades, awards. That means nothing. You're hiring me. And I throw it across the room.
Right. George, you're the CEO of the #1 team in Massachusetts. What challenges come with that on a day-to-day?
Oh, man. Delegation. In order for me to grow, I have to be able to delegate and put my trust in my team. That's why I have them. I can only be one place at a time, and it's building a strong team, but also building the systems and processes. I've never been a SOPs guy. For me, I know how to go out there and get business and build relationships and cultivate them and all that. But building the foundation of systems and processes where it can be duplicated, because I'm not even close to, being where I want to be. I want to have Sarkis team offices all across the state and all across the country, and I want to continue to grow this. And the only way to grow it is to build systems and processes where you can duplicate it.
So you can step away and it will run on its own.
Yeah, I mean, I love selling houses, man. I love it. But the biggest thing I really find joy and happiness in is seeing other people make money. So if I can somehow continue to build this team and have other agents make money and grow and learn how to do it the right way, I mean, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing about being a CEO, because my way isn't always right. So it's taking feedback, which I've continued to improve on, understanding that everyone has shit going on in their life, dude. It's like, I can be like, work, but now it's like, man, some people might have a bad day. Mm-hmm. Shit might be going on at home. So it's like pausing and just understanding that everyone is human. Business isn't the only thing that matters. Making money in their job isn't the only thing that matters. And that's been the biggest challenge for me, because I'm go. No matter what's happening, I try to put it away and just head down, keep on working. But having to realize that everyone's different. People have things going on, and just show gratitude.
100%.
And be supportive to your team, because you can't grow without a strong team, dude. You just can't.
Yeah. Obviously, you work with your brother.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about working with your brother?
My favorite part working with my brother is that no matter what happens, I can trust him.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, we can put it all on the table. Personal, business, we can put it all on the table. It's trust. We've been rocking since, the training wheels were on.
Yeah, you know him.
He's the definition of my day one. And we go to battle together. We, from time to time, kill each other. Staplers have been thrown across the room. You mentioned that you work with your brother, so I'm sure you get it. And it's great, though, because no matter what,
they got your back.
They got your back. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's not an employee. He's not another agent or team member.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to rock, and just having him as my older brother as well, is someone, no matter what, business aside, I can go to him for that support and that leadership that I need.
Definitely. I want to detour into the Celtics.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
you're always courtside at the Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask, how important has having those seats been for your career?
Next level. Best investment. One of the best investments I've ever made.
Why is that?
It's the relationships. We just put Steve Pagliuca's townhouse in the Back Bay on the market. We sold his house in Weston, 29 Webster. Steve is, used to be the owner of the Celtics, longtime owner. I met him courtside.
Without those tickets, you're not selling that house.
I'm not selling Weston. I mean, that's just one of like 15 to 20 big deals we've done.
Right.
Just relationships, bringing clients there. And it's home base for me.
Yeah.
There's always that home base where I walk into the TD Garden and I say, what's up, and dap up and hug 25 to 30 people before I even get to my seats. It's comfortable for me. It is an environment that I thrive in. Not to mention I'm the biggest fan there is, man. There's no bigger fan than me. And the players are clients. The credibility you get from sitting on the wood is just, it's next level. I mean, it's an investment that we made when we probably shouldn't have committed to it.
Can you rewind the clocks back to when you made that move?
We were in Napa.
Invested in those seats?
Yeah, my brother and I were in Napa Valley.
I love that move.
My brother and I were in Napa Valley. We're in a hotel. We're sharing a hotel at this point. So if I'm telling you we're there with our wives sharing a hotel room.
But we're ready to get courtside
That probably means we shouldn't have got courtside seats. And I don't even know what we had in the checking account, but it wasn't good. We might have even been in the negative, but we had a credit card, thank God. And we got a call. These seats came available, and I mentioned it to him, and he was like, slow down. My brother's, as I mentioned, he's the accountant. He's the finance guy. I'm not really the numbers
You're like,
guy.
Let's go.
I'm just like, let's do it right away. Without my brother, like, we'd be broke probably. But right away, he was analyzing it. I like went for a walk outside the hotel. I just called. I committed. I was like, yeah, we're in.
We're in.
I come back to the hotel room. I tell him, and I go, oh, by the way, we're all set for courtside seats. He goes, what?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we just locked in courtside seats. He's like, bro, what's wrong with you? He's going crazy. Happens to be one of the best decisions we ever made.
Yeah, no, because I always see you're down there, and I think that, like, that's one of those moves where it's like, I always talk to my friends about, like, going out in the right rooms, right? Being in the room where it happens. And I feel like being courtside at a game like the Celtics is like the people you're surrounded by, and like you're a product of that environment, right? How important is surrounding yourself by winners?
Most important thing in the world. Like I tell everyone now, my clients now, some of my bigger clients, I don't even really care about selling them a house, man. It's the conversations.
Yeah.
Like some of my clients, if I sell them a house, that's great, awesome.
Yeah.
But like sitting and talking to Will from Whoop, who's built a multi-billion-dollar business,
crazy.
And like hearing his stresses and like, you know, his day-to-day and the growth, you know, it's a lot more beneficial than selling someone a house.
Yeah, you can learn a ton.
You know, the private equity clients I have, being courtside. I mean, I met Ed Milet sitting courtside. He happened to be sitting 2 seats down from me. Ed Milet's the biggest speaker in the world.
Yeah.
We ended up kicking it at the game. I invited him to sit with me at halftime. We ended up exchanging numbers. Fast forward, like Ed and I always connected, and last year I got to go to his island in Maine and spend the day.
Yeah,
you know
it's
how
awesome.
much it costs to spend the day with Ed Milet?
Right.
It's not cheap. So like just cultivating that relationship, he's been there to give me advice. We've talked. There's no agenda. Like there's no business with Ed. Right. I'm not making money with Ed.
There's no objective. You're not trying to like get something
dude.
out
I'm
of it.
learning from him, and man, we can learn from everyone.
Yeah.
These private equity clients of mine, you know, my bigger clients, they can learn a thing or two from me too. So it's like,
right.
You know, it's mutual. It's fun. It's like you want to build with people.
Yeah, I was listening to an interview, and it was Kevin Hart was on it, and he was at like some event or some like football
I met Kevin
event.
Hart. He's the man.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
He's the man.
And he was at this event, and Jeff Bezos was there, and he was like to his buddy, like, "Hey, I want to go say what's up to Jeff," and his buddy was like, "Nah, don't say hi, don't force it, like, play it cool, don't." And then Kevin's response was like, "Play it cool. This is like the richest guy in the world. Like, I just want to say hi and introduce myself and say congrats on what you've done." And I think that there's something to be said about
that's
like,
me, bro. That's what
knowing
I do.
That like it's okay to go up to somebody and just shake their hand and say, "Hey, I'm George. It's great to meet you.
I've done it my whole life.
How did you do this?"
I've done it my whole life. It's called getting uncomfortable, taking a chance.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose. That if you can't do that, you might as well get a 9 to 5, brother.
Yeah.
If you can't get out of your comfort zone and go and shake somebody's hand, that person who told Kevin Hart that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not Kevin Hart.
They're not Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
You know that they're not Kevin Hart. Like I go up to everybody. My brother even looks at me sometimes. He's like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like,
yeah.
Like I'll just go up to someone. I'll say, "What's up?" I'll talk to them, and you know, zero fucks.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
No, yeah, it's similar to going up to like if you want to meet somebody or you want to do something, like if you want to ask a girl out, like you're not gonna get the girl by not asking her out, and like it's okay for them to say no. But like, it's not like I'd rather hear a no than a what if sitting, you know what I mean? Sitting at home later wondering what if I asked.
100%. And like at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't shoot your shot, you're never gonna know.
You're never gonna score, yeah.
And it's like I now though, like, you know, taking that and, you know, flipping it. I'll be at the gym. I'll be out, and people come up to me. I'm not famous. I'm not Bezos. I'm not Kevin Hart. I'm nowhere in the vicinity of where those guys are. But like, you get young real estate agents in Massachusetts, or people who follow me on TikTok or Instagram.
Me, that's how I found you.
George Sarkis, man. Like, I just want to say, man, I'm a big fan. Like, I'm a real estate agent at EXP at Redfin. Like, you know, I love what you do, and here's my card. I'm like, hey, man, here's my card.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you coming up to me saying what's up.
Right.
And it's like, obviously, I'm gonna like give them the time. They're doing what I've done my whole life. Right. I see that, and I'm like, that's why Alex, when he came up to me, when he continued to be a pest, when he was looking to join this team, like, I respect that at the end of the day. Sometimes you're just too busy to like actually take the time. But when someone comes up to you and introduces themselves
and puts himself out there, it's like, I respect that, because that's what I've done my whole life. 100%. I think that, like, I was driving over here, obviously we're doing this interview at 7 a.m. and something that I've loved about starting this podcast and doing it is it's like a tool to sit down with people that I look up to across all industries. And I think that my girlfriend texted me, like, she texted me this morning or whatever, and I was just thinking, like, we were just going back and forth, and I'm like, you're doing an interview at 7 a.m. Before this, you were at the gym. How important is routine for you? And I think that, like, as I was pulling in the street, it's like a quiet street. Nobody's up, nobody's doing anything. How important is routine, getting started and like getting after it on a day-to-day and being consistent with that?
It's everything. I mean, it's so important for me. Like, I try to stay as consistent as possible, 4 days a week, go to the gym. Getting up early is really my time. I'm a father, man, so I get two beautiful daughters, and you know, things get hectic after you get home, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whenever you get home. So that morning time is really my time where I can let my thoughts just go. I can think, I can, you know, really get a feeling for where my day's gonna go, what I'm doing. It's me with my thoughts by myself, no one to call me, no one to bother me, no sellers, no clients, no agents, no employees. So the morning that like 5, I'm up at 4:15, 4:30. Every now and then I need sleep because my whoop tells me I'm
get back to bed. Yeah,
I got to get back to bed. But you know, at the end of the day, my best days are the days I'm up at 4:30 and I'm getting a workout in the morning. I work out, sauna, cold plunge at least 2 to 3 days a week.
And then with that schedule, how do you avoid burnout?
I catch up with sleep when I need to. The weekends I catch up on sleep. Just how I'm wired. You know, like obviously there's Celtics games, and so when I go to a Celtics game, take a client, I'm not up at 4:15, 4:30. Right. I plan ahead though. As long as you plan ahead, I'm not scheduling a 7 a.m. podcast and going to the gym at 4:30
after Game 7.
After Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You know, I'm just like, you're just planning ahead. And having a brother who's a partner is great because
you can cover each other's back.
He went to the game last night. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, so he went to the game.
So I want to rewind it back. So I saw, like, on social media, like a couple months ago, you do these dinners where you bring in all these athletes and entrepreneurs and people from all different businesses into a room and you curate this experience. Can you walk us through, like, how you got into that and what you...
Well, I was in nightlife.
How benefit that is?
Yeah. I mean,
how beneficial that is?
I mean, I told you. So I was in nightlife before. Hospitality was something big for me. Putting people together, you know, hosting, just bringing people together is a big part of what I've done before real estate.
Yeah.
So I just look at it as, you know, first off, I did the Patriots dinner to just wish the clients of mine, people I've worked with on the team, wish them luck for the season. You know, I had contacts with Silver Oak, red wine, so we brought them in. None of the guys drank, so it wasn't that expensive. Looks like they were on the right track because they're balling out. Shout out to the Patriots, 6 in a row. but bringing them together with, I invited Will from Whoop. You got to be strategic. You have to curate like a plan.
You got to make every move matter.
Like everything has to matter. So it's like, obviously I'm not going to bring, someone there that wouldn't make sense for these athletes to like listen to and be around. But I brought Paul Burton because we're part of Ron Burton Training Village, RBTV, a foundation that Manny and I are on the board for. Ron Burton's father, Paul Burton's father, Ron Burton Sr., was the first ever draft pick of the Patriots. They give out the Ron Burton Award.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry's there, who's a friend and a client. He got the Ron Burton Award. So bringing Paul there, who is the president of the foundation, just made sense. Have him meet the other guys. A lot of these guys should really think about, getting involved with the community, helping, getting out there, but getting out there in the right way.
Yeah.
Make a difference. And then having Will there, connecting Will with Paul, seeing if Will can get involved in the foundation. The part of RBTV is the kids run 7 miles at 4 a.m. Mm-hmm. Whoop tracks, all that stuff.
Makes sense.
A big part of it is physical fitness. So having Will there, maybe he can help the kids with some whoops, whatever it is. And then having all these athletes, listen to Will's story, man. It's about, I tell all these athletes, you're going to play football maybe for 3 years, maybe for 5. What are you going to do after it? I went from nightlife to selling real estate.
Right.
I couldn't do nightlife forever. It didn't make sense for me. But I cultivated the relationships and I parlayed them. These athletes have a winning lottery ticket after playing sports. After playing a professional sport, the owners, the fans, people sitting courtside, people with the suites at Gillette, they have an opportunity to meet people who can invest in them, invest in a business, learn from. And that's so fucking important.
Yeah. The way I look at it is like you're curating this room of people that all these athletes and entrepreneurs and ex-NFL guys and stuff, and you're the one conducting like the orchestra of putting all the people in the room where it happens.
I love doing it, dude. I love seeing people connect, and I do it organically.
Yeah.
I didn't introduce no one to anyone. They all did it themselves. It's natural.
Yeah.
No agenda. I don't put people in the room who we're gonna sell or have an agenda.
Right.
No chance. I know who I'm putting together.
Good people around good people.
I know it'll work. It'll flow. And everyone have a good time and feel comfortable, man. It's like
Dan Fleischman. You know that guy, Dan Fleischman? He's like big entrepreneur. He's based in Vegas, but he said he curates all these events. He does like he does all these events. Anyways, he says like his number one key to success is like bringing people together that are successful and just hosting the event and letting them all hang out and just surrounding himself with good people, and then not with no objective of like trying to gain anything from anyone or vice versa. And it's just like that's what he leans on is like one of his keys to success is just curating environments where like-minded people can connect.
It works.
Excellent.
It works.
All right, so I got some fun questions we were gonna roll through. If you could have dinner with 3 people from any time period, who would they be and why?
3 people. Wow. Three people. This is tough. All right, I'll go Muhammad Ali.
All right.
JFK. And Michael Jordan.
Perfect. Why is Boston so expensive?
Why is Boston so expensive? It's the greatest city in the world.
Yep.
It's small. It's historically protected and conserved, so you can't really just build a building at every corner like you can in New York. Supply and demand. Best colleges, best hospitals in the world.
That's it.
MIT, Harvard.
Yeah, meds and eds, right?
Meds and eds, baby. You've heard that before. I like that. Meds and eds. Stick to that with that forever.
Who's your favorite entrepreneur that you look up to?
My favorite entrepreneur that I look up to. Favorite entrepreneur that I look up to? I mean, I was a huge Steve Jobs guy.
Yep.
God rest his soul, but he was the GOAT. I think Steve Jobs really had it figured out.
Meticulous.
I would say entrepreneur today that I look up to would be Howard Lorber, our former CEO.
What brand outside of your own is your favorite and why?
What brand outside my own brand? Any type of brand?
Anything. Like, I like Starbucks, for example. I can get Starbucks anywhere in the world at the click of a button, and I'm going to get the same coffee. So I'm just impressed with their process that I'm able to just...
Rolex.
Rolex. Why is that? Can't go wrong.
It's
Timeless.
timeless, supply and demand. People want it. They can't get it.
Seaport Penthouse or Back Bay Penthouse?
Back Bay Penthouse.
Book or podcast?
Podcast. Or audiobook.
Audiobook. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book? Exactly What to Say by Phil Jones or Atomic Habits.
Beach house or ski house?
Beach house. I don't ski.
Private jet or private yacht?
Private jet.
Awesome. George, thanks for coming on the pod. I appreciate
it, brother.
Where can everybody find you?
On Instagram, George Sarkis Jr. On TikTok, George Sarkis Jr. Everything's pretty much George Sarkis Jr. Find me on LinkedIn too.
Perfect. One last thing I forgot to ask. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Talk less, listen more.
Awesome. George, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it, bro.
That was great.
Awesome.
Really appreciate that.
Thanks, guys.
Good stuff. Great to meet you.
Thanks, man. Nice meeting you too, guys.
Great listening to you.
Absolutely, guys.
Let's just do a quick photo real quick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.